Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now and force the penalty to the 1, but if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Geno now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Back to Walker on first down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Walker now on first and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try the air now with Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of...
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 76 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Butker on for the PAT. This will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception.
Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spin flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Take it in at the 3. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Sliding out of the pocket. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Part of you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Jackson going to run again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Jackson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
There's Chris Olave.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And Dalton to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Dalton.
He completes it to Olave.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing. Dalton.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver, 66 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Touchdown, Saints!
Chris Olave.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his second touchdown of the night as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Drake running left. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A run for Kamara on 1st down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Dalton's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 9 yards that time.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This will be Dalton again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Dalton. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
To throw here, Dalton.
That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Being chased out left.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Jackson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Tucker's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Dalton. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Here's Dalton.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here.
Cool. I been going in like the positive. You don't really